school, university, any sort of education that you are in right now. These are some positive affirmations for you. I do hope you enjoy. Please excuse my appearance right now. I'm a little bit hot. It's a really hot day here, and I have my ring light, and I have to close windows because of the noise, so I'm sweating. But I hope nonetheless you can relax and put this on in the background while you're studying and just let these positive affirmations soak in. So I don't really have a plan for this video. I just figured I would give you any advice, any sort of positivity I can, so that it can soak in and help you out. So I guess, sorry, my contact is bothering me. The first thing that I would like you guys to know is that you are way more than your grades. I can understand the pressure and the guilt that comes from, being somebody that maintains a high GPA or whatever. I definitely relate to that. Whenever I've been in school, I've always, really strived to be the best student I can be, and I can definitely understand, the burnout, the tiredness, being hard on yourself when you don't get the grade you thought that you were gonna get. But I hope you remember, you're more than your grade, you're more than a GPA, you are more than a single letter, you are more than numbers, okay? And you can do this, okay? You can do it. And if you're struggling in school right now, I hope you don't take it as, oh my gosh, I'm a failure, I can't do anything type of thing, because honestly, the school system is very much flawed, and it's not something that can really honestly accurately measure somebody's intelligence. It's just able to capture, a certain amount of people's intelligence, because there's so many different types of intelligence. Maybe you're more of a, I don't know if it's right brain or left brain. I think it's right brain, creative. You might be more of a creative, and so subjects such as science, chemistry, math, it just doesn't work with you, and maybe you just don't do well. But that's okay. I hope you can remember that. You're alright, you can do this. If you're in high school right now, I know high school can be super, super tough. It can be extremely stressful. It's already stressful being a teenager, having all those hormones, feeling insecure, all that stuff going on. And on top of that, you need to be doing school that's demanding so much of you. So I absolutely, absolutely understand the stress and the pressure. But you forgot this. I believe in you. You're able to do anything you put your mind to. And you're very smart. You're smarter than you give yourself credit for, okay? You are wise. You can figure it out, okay? I believe in you, and I think you should too. And when it comes to maybe perhaps math, don't be ashamed to ask for extra help. I would go to tutoring for math. I literally failed geometry and had to retake it during summer. So I understand that math can be extremely hard. is making my notes as colorful and loud as I want them to be. I try to make everything like a little work of art type of thing, so then I actually want to look through them. I want to look and study them, and it gives me joy. So that's another thing I would say, is to make studying a joyful thing to do. Maybe that means putting on your favorite music in the background, like maybe the instrumental version of songs, and just have it on, light a candle, open the window, get some fresh breeze, sit down at your desk, make your study space a clean environment. That's a big thing. You need to have a clean space to work. I would not suggest doing homework in bed, because bed is where you should sleep, right? So you do not want to correlate studying and learning information with sleep. I understand that there are some studies that says taking short naps can help, topics sink into your head. I understand that. Personally, I believe more in like taking short breaks instead of naps. So that means maybe you study for 20 minutes and set an alarm on your phone. After 20 minutes, then you perhaps go for a 5-minute walk around the block. Oh, that rhymed. A 5-minute walk around the block. Something like that. Just don't make yourself like chained to your desk type of thing, because that's just gonna make it a really like toxic environment, and you're just not gonna feel ready to learn. Another thing I would say is that any chance you get to ask questions in class, a lot of times in class there's free time to work on your own things, and quiet time. Any time that there's that time allotted, I would say ask your teacher things, or a professor. Ask them questions, even if it is like, you might think it's the most simple question, and you might feel stupid asking it. It's not a stupid question. Any question is a valid question. There are no stupid questions. Ask a friend, ask a professor, raise your hand, ask for help. It's okay. Another thing I would say is to celebrate your successes. Anytime you get, a pretty decent score, it doesn't have to be 100% A+. If you get, an A or B, you should celebrate it. You should celebrate it, maybe treat yourself to a nice coffee, or something simple where you're like, good job. For me, I would do, so for me, what helped me is when I would get back like a test or any sort of report card, I don't know, and I did good, I would write myself a little congratulations. Like, I would say, good job, Sid, you did a great job, I'm proud of you. It's positive reinforcement from yourself. That is honestly a lot more encouraging than say somebody else telling you. If you write yourself little notes like, you've got this, you can do it, you are an amazing student, you are so smart, you've got this, little notes like that to yourself, little post-its, it really helps. It's just nice to have a good relationship with yourself and support yourself, right? So I would highly, highly, highly recommend doing that. Other than that, I'm trying to think what else I can tell you guys. You just need to find what works for you. Everybody takes in information differently. If, let's say, writing down everything helps you, do it. If taking notes on an iPad helps you more, do that. If, I don't know, even the most obscure learning methods, just do it. Whatever helps you get through is what helps you get through. So, yeah, don't be ashamed if you don't learn the way everybody else does. And if it's like finals season, I know finals season can mean that you're cramming and you're studying so much and there's no time for breaks, but find time for breaks. You're gonna feel so much better if you, sorry, there's a loud car. You're gonna feel so much better if you give your brain time to digest the information and have little breaks. And I would say any chance you get during final season, review the material. A lot of times, teachers, they give study guides, so I would say look at the study guide, outline the study guide, make your own notes, ask questions, and maybe do like a study group with people, but I say that with great caution, because sometimes when I would do study groups with people, I would get distracted by what they're doing and what they're talking about, so then I wouldn't end up doing as much work. So if there's people that you can study with and you actually like work well with, then yeah, do a study group. But if not, and you're more of a solo learner, that's perfectly fine as well. Do what works for you. Either way, I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. You've made it this far, okay? It's gonna be summertime in just a few months, and you're gonna, well, it depends. Some people, if you're in college, sometimes you can do summer quarters or whatever, but the majority, perhaps you have a break coming up, a spring break, a summer break, whatever is coming up for you. Just put your all in that you can right now. Work hard, work smart, and just know that it's gonna be over soon enough, and enjoy the fact that you are learning. I think it's such a great privilege that we have to learn. It's a very honorable and huge thing that we have education, we have access to education. So I know school can be stressful, it can suck, I know that, but we need to also be grateful for the fact that we are human beings with a consciousness that can learn and evolve. So let's take, a lot of joy in the fact that we're learning. Okay? I hope that these affirmations, advice sort of helped you. I don't know if I'm that great at advice. I always kind of just say go with your heart, do what's best for you. And no, and once again, I want to reiterate that your grades are not you as a whole person. These numbers, these letters don't define us. Just do your best, and whatever you're able to do is amazing.